Hello everyone, and welcome into Daddy's on YouTube. In trying to come up with ideas for videos to do for you guys, my son had an awesome idea that I should give you a quick little introduction into what I do for a living, which is programming. So I thought that was a great idea, and so without further ado, let's get into it. The program that I use to do development, and with this program you can develop almost anything you want. I've spent most of the last few years doing web pages, mostly, with a little bit of Windows Forms thrown in. But my heart is really in Windows Forms. I much prefer to do those types of programs where it's a desktop-based instead of a web-based. So today we're going to do your standard Hello World with Windows Forms, and we're going to do it in Visual Studio, which is, again, the program that I use for that. So we're just going to start a new project here, and we're going to choose a Windows Form application, and we're going to call this Hello World. And if we hit OK, we're going to choose Visual C#, hit OK, and it'll bring us to a Windows Form. Traditionally, the first program that every new programmer writes is a very simple application where you just display the words Hello World on the screen. Usually after you click a button, it'll just show up. So that's what we're going to do today. It's very simple and very quick, and it's really fun. I've always enjoyed programming. I started dabbling in it when I was still in high school. And it's sort of like, it's engineering, you're creating something, you're problem solving, you're building something, which is wonderful, and along the way you learn new things, and you learn new ways to think about how to do things, and it really kind of gets those creative juices flowing in how you approach, your different projects, and different ways to make them better, and you can watch yourself grow as you get more experience. Obviously you get better and better. So what I did here was, this is our blank form to start out with, and I grabbed a label from our toolbox over here, and I put it on the form. So from there, right now it says label 1. We're going to get rid of that lettering and have it be blank for starters, and then also we're going to make the font really big, and you can just follow along. Actually, I don't think I have the mouse set up to even show up on this recording, which I apologize. That's kind of a silly oversight on my part, but hopefully you can get the idea of what I'm pointing at and clicking at and everything. So I'm changing the font to make it nice and big. And for good measure, let's change the color of the font to something flashy, like, bright red. Alright, so we have our label, and we're going to call it LB underscore Hello World. And now we have our label up there, so let's get our button that we're going to click. So I just grabbed a button from over here. We can make this nice and huge just for fun. And we'll call this one BTN underscore make it so. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so. Alright, so right now we have two items. You can't see the label because it's invisible because it doesn't have any lettering. But if I highlight them both, you can see we have button 1 and this little gap here, which is our label. So what we're going to do is, for good measure, let's change what the button says to click me, and let's go into this. So in order to add programming behind the scenes to this button, all you have to do with Visual Studio is double click on it. It'll create a new event for you, and you can just fill in what you want to say. So in this case, we're going to make our label say Hello World. Tradition is what we're all about around here. So if you remember, we named our label Hello World, so LB underscore Hello World dot text equals hello, sorry, I need quotes around that. Hello world. There we go. And that's it. We have just written an instruction that will, when we execute it, it'll flash hello world on the screen. So let's try it out. We're going to save everything first and click the start button. Okay, click me, and there we go. That is your introduction to programming. I'm sure I left a lot of stuff out, but you know, if you have questions, let me know. We can always fill you in some more. And I will probably redo this video later anyway, with the mouse following turned on and more in depth about what's exactly going on here. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, hey, come back for more. We should have more content once in a while, so we'll see you later.